Hello, family. So I did my Instagram story where I asked what you guys wanted to learn more about, and I would say about 95% of you wanted to know about 5D. So I'm going to talk about Ascension, higher dimensions, because it doesn't stop at 5D. So let's not stop there. Let's just keep going. The higher our frequency raises, the higher we get to raise out of here. So first of all, I want to talk about what are dimensions. Dimensions are all around us. Those are your alternative realities that are going on all around us. And so once we go from 3 to 4 to 5, I don't really acknowledge 4 that much personally. I think I skipped right over it. But what you're doing is you're operating at a frequency that whomever and whatever is in that lower frequency isn't aware of. So your awareness, i.e. your consciousness, is expanded beyond what this level is over here. So what you're going to experience is higher vibrational stuff. You're going to see the world in a whole different way. You're going to see more beauty in everything. You're going to see more beauty in people, places, animals, situations, everything, because you're vibrating higher. You vibrated out of that lower density, so all of that junk is gone. Of course, I have notes. So now that's what a dimension is. So whenever people are like, where are we going? When are we going to get there? You're not going anywhere. You're going to stay in your body. You're just going to vibrate out of a lower density. It's all in here. It's all in your soul. It's all in your head, in your consciousness. So the more you expand, the more you unlearn the programming, the more you're going to learn more about what is out there that you can't see in lower dimensions. Feel me? Okay. The key to expanding your consciousness is self-awareness. Awareness in all things, but self-awareness is huge, because this is your experience. This is your soul's experience. So self-awareness looks like, very importantly, is reframing your language. How you talk about yourself, how you talk about others, how you talk to yourself, and how you talk to others is key. So I have some examples here. So let's see, an example of more of a low vibrational self-talk would be, finally, I've been waiting for this forever. I've been waiting for this my whole life. Okay. One thing is that that says that you believe in linear time. Linear time isn't real. Linear time was constructed for mental, body, and spirit slavery. So linear time doesn't exist. So whenever you're saying I've been waiting means linear time exists. It doesn't exist. Also, it's also speaking in a lower vibration. So what you can do to reframe that is, so you said, finally, I've been waiting my whole life for this, is I am grateful for this divine design. I am prepared for this, because you have been preparing for this. You have been becoming the best version of you to be able to receive this gift or this blessing. Another one would be, I hate that I do this all the time. Okay, well, I think we all know that's very low vibe. So what you can say to reframe that is, I am grateful for my awareness on this matter, or I'm grateful for my awareness, and I am choosing a new and more positive approach. Because what you said is, you are aware. You're aware of your actions, and so you're trying to reframe that and speak to yourself with celebrating that awareness. So by celebrating that awareness, you're saying, I am grateful for this awareness. I'm grateful that I'm seeing this in myself, because now I'm growing. It's really beautiful. Okay. And then if you're talking about others, it would be, she does this to me all the time. There we go back with time. And you're saying, this person does this to me. Nobody does anything to us, first of all. Nothing anyone does has anything to do with us. Everything anyone does has everything to do with them. We are all reflections of each other. So if someone tells you, you do this to me all the time, or you always do this, it's like, actually, that it may be true that that person does act in that same way, but that's their problem. It has nothing to do with you. Everything, it all has to do with how you respond to this, because your response is going to trigger in them their awareness. Okay, so that's important, because what we're doing is, the more you're aware, the more other people are aware that are around you. It's a really beautiful cycle. So instead of saying she does this to me all the time, say, I am creating boundaries to empower my personal purity. Because it's true. Your awareness is telling you, I need boundaries, and I need them now. Because these people are making me feel this way. But remember, they're not making you feel that way. But what you're going to do is you're going to set these boundaries up, and you're going to say, hey, this is my level of respect that you need to meet. You're either going to rise and ascend to that level of respect, or you're going to fall away. And that's how it's all going to happen whenever we're ascending into a higher dimension. People either are going to rise to meet you, or they're going to fall away completely. They're not going to vibrate with you. And that's completely fine. And we have to be able to accept that, because it's the reality of it. People are going to have so many choices to be able to vibrate higher and into that frequency, but we're all waking up at different times, right? Okay. So, so let's go into boundaries, since we spoke about that. Okay, so yeah, you're commanding respect, and then what we are all doing in this experience, this human experience together, is an energy currency. Okay, so if you are putting a lot of energy into someone and it's not reciprocated, it is on you to acknowledge that. It's on me to be aware that that it's not an even exchange, and it makes me feel like I'm going to be aware of this, and so I'm gonna pull it back in. You understand what I'm saying, people? It's like you're setting a tone. This tone needs to be met. If it's not met, you're going to keep going, and they're going to fall out. That's why boundaries are important as well, because nobody who is respectful of your boundaries are going to be negatively affected by boundaries, right? So remember that. If it affects people in a negative way, that's their problem. Has nothing to do with you, because boundaries are a respect to ourselves, to our sovereignty, to our peace of mind, to our soul, to our growth. It's very important. And also really important is boundaries. Whenever you set a boundary for your personal growth and health and happiness, it's telling the universe, I would like to co-create with you these boundaries. I would like for you to work with me in keeping these boundaries alive, right? So what the universe is going to do is going to act like a security guard, and it's saying, okay, this person is not in alignment with Shell, so that person is just going to be deflected. Okay, people are going to be deflected, situations are going to be deflected that are not in alignment with me, and I have to respect that, and I have to show gratitude to the universe, because I said this is my standard of how I want people in my space. This is my standard. I want to be more respectful of my own growth, and so in turn that means you have to be respectful of my growth. You know what I'm saying? Okay. The people in your life will be held to that standard. They'll have to rise to meet you or fall away. Be prepared for people to fall away, and that's okay, because you're vibrating at such a high frequency that they're not going to be missed. However, your light is still going to shine. They're still going to see your light, and they're still going to be able to choose every day, every new sunrise. They have a choice to try to match your light, and you keep shining, and they're going to keep feeling it, and it gives people encouragement, and it empowers them to rise, and that's really beautiful, and that's kind of what we're doing here with our frequency and staying in that high frequency. All of this is creating that for these people to see. So yeah, you can't live in a higher frequency of love with low vibe people around, low vibe situations. You cannot you can't just keep coming up and down and up and down. Now, I do have to, in my work, I'm aware of the 3D situation, and I have to go into it enough to speak to the people and deliver the messages. However, I keep my frequency high, and I do all the things every day to make sure that my frequency is, I don't want to say protected, because we're always protected, because we have guides, gods, angels, all of that. But I have boundaries around that, and so I'm able to stay in that high frequency and still go in and receive message and give messages to people to help guide them out of it, right? Okay, and people are going to show you that they're rising to meet you by actions. Do not listen to their words. Please remember that actions, they speak louder than words, and it's going to upset some people that you're not entertaining their low frequency, and that's okay, because they're just showing you their true colors, right? Okay, so unplugging from low frequency. Unplugging from low frequency would be no more television, Netflix, low vibe movies, any outside influence, especially that was created by the evil cabal of Hollywood. There's not a whole lot of high frequency stuff you can watch there. I recommend Gaia TV. It's really beautiful. There's hundreds, thousands of videos you can watch on there. It can keep you busy with all sorts of stuff that's high vibe, high energy. So I recommend that. I am very particular about accounts that I follow on Instagram. If I'm not in line with it, then I'm not gonna watch it anymore. I'm not gonna be part of it, and that is for anyone. If I'm not aligned to a friend from that I've known for 20 years, I care more about my happiness and health. So I have to unfollow those people because I don't align with it, and I don't need that penetrating in my frequency, because they don't get to just come up when they feel like. You got to really do the work, the inner work, to get to raise to that frequency. And another thing would be, so anything that's stimulating in a low vibe, and you have to please understand that a lot of Hollywood movies are based on true stories, and those true stories are really, really fucked up. And so that is something you don't want to be bringing into your space. And also it's stimulating in that 3D low frequency, so you're getting stimulated, and it's taken away from all the inner work you've done. So it's best to just stay in a high frequency all the time. That's going to ascend you. And being aware of this and seeing all of these signs and symbols in the situation that's presented in these movies and stuff, the more you're aware, the more you don't want anything to do with it. I can't remember the last time I watched Netflix or TV. It's been a very long time because I just don't align with it. And that would be removing anything else low frequency. That's your food. If you are eating lots of animal products, it's just a low frequency, especially because these animals are tortured and they die in pain and fear, and you're taking on that energy, you're ingesting that energy from those animals, and it's not in alignment with the high frequency. I'm sorry, but it's just not. And I understand it's going to take time and do the best you can, and I've heard from people, but I have anemia or whatever. And it's like, yeah, I remember whenever my doctor told me that too. And so I eat more greens. You know, a plant-based diet is as clean of a vessel as you can be. And the cleaner your vessel, the cleaner your channel, the clearer source can come and talk to you. So that also goes with any products. Any products. I haven't used a chemical-based product in years. That means cleaning supplies, laundry detergent, toothpaste, makeup, hair products, shampoo and conditioner, anything that you come in contact with, it should not be chemical based. And you'll start you'll really see the difference in your health and your skin and everything when you can remove those chemicals completely. And they're also really not safe for children, especially children. Their immune system, they don't really need those chemicals, you know. It's not good for them. And we're trying to raise a bunch of 5D kids, right? Or Ascension kids. So I like to say, I view everyone as they're a child of God, or they are God and I'm their child. So I treat everyone like they are God. How would I talk to God? That's how I talk to each person. And I treat them like they're my child, because I am made from God. And the way I respond to people is with the love and the nurturing and patience and lots of forgiveness for myself too. So that's important. Make sure you forgive yourself, because who you were 5 minutes ago is not who you are right now. And the more you can forgive yourself, the more you can celebrate how far you've come. And that's so important. So the other really important thing is be present. Be here now. Don't think about what happened then or what's going to happen in the future. Be present. This present moment is all that matters. And the more you are present, the more you are able to make the best discernment, the best decisions that will create your reality for you. So in this moment, what you're deciding to do in this moment for you is going to tell the universe what you're expecting further, right? So you're always co-creating with the universe, Keep your vibe high, clear out all of the toxic people, products, food, anything from your life, anything low frequency, and you're able to determine what that is, okay? Set boundaries. And a lot of people have asked me what books to read, and I've never read a book. I get all of my information from source. So meditate. I can't tell you enough to meditate. I meditate daily, multiple times a day. I also am in meditation mindset whenever I'm on the beach, when I'm riding my bicycle. I'm always allowing source to speak to me, and that is meditation. You could do your job that you do and be in a meditative state and be able to receive messages. Okay, that's very important, and celebrate those moments, and don't be hard on yourself, because meditation isn't super easy. To be able to close your mind and receive is something we're not taught. You have to unlearn a lot. But once you're turning off all of those stimulating things like the food and what you're watching, what you're listening to, who you're around, that low vibe stimulation is gone. So you're able to connect to source, and it's really beautiful. What it looks like whenever you enter into a higher dimension. Everything is more beautiful. So on 8/8, the Lionsgate portal, that's like the last day, and so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna channel a collective light language activation code. and this should, I'm going to have it set up on my website, which is hopefully being launched today, where you can go and you can purchase that activation code so that we can all activate, do it on 8/8 through the Lionsgate portal, bring in major manifestations, and we're very much connected to the heavens on that day. And so if you are wanting to get a light activation code, this is your time, and I'm really excited about it, especially because the collective is going to be receiving this amazing activation code. And some of my clients, if you've had it and you want to comment to let people know that what it's kind of like, it's hard to explain. It's a language I have that I've carried with me for hundreds of lifetimes, that I've had in my bloodline since the beginning of time, since on Earth anyway, and not limited to whatsoever. But my people are in the 12th dimension, and I receive information from them, from God, from my higher self, which is in the 12th dimension. And so I am going to do a collective activation code, and I will let y'all know maybe like tomorrow how to go about getting that. I'm super excited, and I feel like this is going to help us all ascend together and go up, because the sky's the limit, right? Okay, so drop some questions. I know this was long, but you can't really, I can't believe I did it in 21 minutes anyway. But I love you guys, so let me know if you have any questions, and I'm just going to keep doing these videos to help everyone understand where the hell we are right now, because it's getting really fun.